The first episode actually asks a simple question. What makes a great basketball player? Beyond just talent and skill set. And we touch on a number of things that we think make a great basketball player. This is about creating separation. Once you get to the highest levels, everybody has talent.
Heavy workout, bro. My knees just be so ass, bro. Be having fucking.
My knees are ass still, like that shit though. That's one thing I don't miss. Like playing soccer, I feel like that aged me like 15 extra years.
I be getting like shin splints. Shin splints blowing.
I want to say it really started when I was like 5 or 6. That's when my parents like started getting me into like church leagues. Church leagues is really where it started, where my parents like really exposed me to like somewhat kind of official basketball. When I was younger, I still used to, younger than 5 or 6, I still used to like touch the ball, play basketball, but like official games, like, you know, my parents really started getting me into that like around like the age of 5 or 6. Moving on, obviously there was middle school, played basketball in middle school, and then high school, the school I was at, really I just ended up having like no high school career there. To me, I generally just say like my talent was overlooked, and the situation that me and my family were in, I was unable to transfer. Just due to really the situations my parents were in, I wasn't really able to like, you know, how do you say, like maneuver in a way where I can go to a different school and my siblings at another school. It just wouldn't work. So I had to just be there for 4 years. Even though me being there for 4 years, still trying and everything, still wasn't able to get like a spot on the high school team. So AU basketball is where I got all my offers from. That's really what was able like to help me kind of get out of high school and go to another level.
Double move, snake through the small, area. Ball left, double move, get to the small area, snap, reload. And then, handle it. Go again. Good rep. Same action, and we get below the screen now. Below the screen. Swing stop. Got sell that. Hey, Mr. Rose. Hey, sir. Come on, sir. Finish. Start. Hey, Tom. Get to the other side. Same action. To the other side. Nice. my goodness, here you go. On the side of the rim.
What keeps you motivated when the potential you see for yourself isn't the potential the outside world sees for you?
That's a good question.
One of the things we talk about is basketball intelligence. In some ways, it's a nod to the title of the show. And we posit the question, can you learn basketball intelligence? Can you learn and develop basketball IQ, or is it innate? And I would argue, of course you can. Of course you can develop basketball intelligence through film study, through great coaching, and of course, through the number one teacher, experience. And I think that's an important thing to note. I was fortunate to play 15 years in the NBA. It was a hard 15 years of being a plumber, but I had a great experience, and I learned so much about the game, and I had great coaches, and I had great teammates. LeBron, of course, has played the game at the highest level for 21 years. His experience is valuable. His basketball IQ is valuable.
Really, it's just like, I think over the years, especially like towards the end of high school, I've had to learn to like just be patient. You know, I have like, it's good to have a family that like really believes in you. You know, like especially like African parents, like, you know, obviously the stereotypical want you to, you know, doctor's degree or maybe like, you know, nursing, governor. But you know, my parents have known my passion since I was like a kid, so. The motivation is like, it's like a small amount of motivation that like it just comes from like family, friends, people who like have known my journey and like just know like how long I've been working, how long I'm waiting for an opportunity. But the rest of the stuff is just like just raw. Like you have to do it, even if you're tired, even if you're like you're not, you know, you just don't want to do it. Like it's just. Like you have to basically forcing myself because obviously it's what I want still. So.
Hey, like so big. Damn. Like that. Last one. Snake. We're gonna snake the screen. Alright. So bam. You can get to the pull up. You can get to the baja. It's your world. Alright. So go corner. Go corner. Go corner. Go corner. I want to be there. I want to pull up from the corner. Right. So bam. Follow. You snake out of that. Pop. And then get. And then get to your back. Go through on game 3. For my next rep, go. Speed stop. Hit with the left hand. Get to my corner. Get to my corner. Now we're going into a triple handoff. Hey. And then the fourth one, we're getting into a pick and roll, right? Speed stop. Pull. Relocate. Fifth one. Fifth one. Hey, touch, hit me, get to my corner. I got you. Hit me, get to my corner. Now we get into a ball handoff over here. Hey, Mr. Rep. Be there. Stop. Stop. Hey, I'm good on that. Free throw. Dude, we about to do the Steph Curry drill. About to do the Steph Curry drill. Yeah, condition. Yeah, I know.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I handled it like a lot more differently than other people would handle it. Like I don't really, like I said, like every year, like that I don't like get my chance or like have a breakout. Like I cry about it. Like there's always one time like I have like a crazy breakdown. Like no one will be there. It's just me like having a crazy breakdown. Like so like it's emotional, but literally after the tears have been shed, next day I gotta get up and go to work. Like like just because it wasn't your season, it's not like God took away your legs or took away your arms that you can't play basketball anymore. So it's really just like I said, just being patient. Like almost every day, like not in a bad way, but I always tell God, like God, I've been waiting for the longest. Like still no breakout season. Still no, like, you know, no one's talking about me, just, yeah, X, Y, and Z, like, you know, but, just being patient, just trusting your work, like, you know, it's gonna feel real good, like, once you get that spark, like, once I get that spark, like, it's over from there, like, it's just getting to where I need to be now, but generally, like, you know, in between those 2 years, or during those 2 years of duration, like, you just stay in the gym, stay in the gym and just keep working. Eventually, like, the work's gonna show. Like, you know, when the time comes, and that's just what I'm waiting on for.
This nigga put on the Cupid shuffle.
Good leg.
Yeah, you got that? Shoot that hustle, guard!
Yeah, the room. This is where I stay, you know, lay my head. It's not much. I don't have no roommate. I don't really do roommates, but just, you know, a couple essentials I keep in my room. Obviously, I keep the game. You know, I play the game every day. Obviously, Bible journal. You know, always gotta stay prayed up and really just write your thoughts in here. Like, you know, he's gonna hear you, obviously. And I keep my vision board. I didn't start doing vision boards until like I did this year, like 2025. Like, this is my first ever vision board. But I think probably the favorite things I put on here was this right here. Like, you know, my plan versus God's plan. Like, obviously my plan is completely different from God's plan, so that's something like you have to just like, you know, accept. And then just some other manifesting things. Obviously original goal is playing like professional ball in NBA, but instead of putting like the actual NBA on there, I just put players that kind of relate to my work ethic and like, you know, what they did, like Imani Bates, Amin Thompson, stuff like that. But apart from that, that's really it. You know, some basketball here. Just close family members and friends signed this ball before I went off to college. And I just keep it with me, you know, it just reminds me, you know, who I do it for and all that stuff. But yeah, that's really it. Now, you know, just gonna get ready for the day. You know, got isometrics in a couple minutes, so that's what we gotta get ready for.
You're not on break yet?
Nah, we got break, whatchamacallit, after this weekend. That's when it starts.
Oh, heard you.
Yeah.
So it's the same for UNCG?
Yeah, I figured. I was really supposed to start journaling like March 1st. I forgot the last time. I stopped on January 6th. It's the last thing I said, January 6th, journaling. Saying, you know, thank you, God. That was my birthday. But I haven't journaled since. So, I lied, it's 31st. But since then, I haven't journaled. February didn't journal, so. But yeah, I don't write much in here, just sometimes gratitude, you know, unspoken prayers. Was it the 4th? It's the 4th.
Yeah.
Well, they doing like free IHOP pancakes.
Oh, damn. They don't even got that at my school.
Nah, they doing it all over IHOP.
Oh, at IHOP? I thought you meant like they're doing it at your school specifically.
Nah. I mean, so first, like, I'm at University of Mount Olive. it's really like the middle of nowhere. Like an hour past Raleigh, 2 hours from Greensboro, like 3 from Charlotte. You know, it's kind of like a straight line down, but you know, there's not much out here really. Typical day, you know, at Mount Olive is just really class practice, workouts. I don't really have like a social clique. Like, you know, like any kind of social out here, like there's not really any functions to go to, or at least any of my interests. I don't go to any often anyway, but yeah, out here like you're like limited to like a lot. So it's like if this is a place where you want to like lock in for real, where there's really no distractions, like Mount Olive is like in like smack dab nowhere. So it's like you're kind of like isolated in a way. So yeah, but a typical day is just generally just going to class. Like I have classes like Monday through Thursday. You know, 3 or 4 out of those 5 days, you know, I go to the gym, get shots up, and work my body.
Where you get trench work for real.
When was that? 4?
How's your mental health going through this journey?
Mental health is definitely like matured. I want to say like maybe like 6 months ago, like I probably wasn't like the best mental health state. I think it was where like I found out I was transferring to a new school and I had like just a whole bunch of other stuff going on. I think about the main issue like in the past was I want to say not having like a healthy self-conscious to where like your decisions may not be the best decisions, or choices might not be the best to where like it affects you or affects others. So in the past, yeah, like my mental health definitely wasn't the best. Like even got to a point where I lost friends or affected people I cared about, but it took some time. Like it really just took like me being alone here in my room, just isolated from everybody else, not being around people as much, and just literally having to face, or not face, but criticize myself, not in a bad way, but criticizing myself in a way like, I don't ever want to be in a bad mental state like I was before. So it's just learning how to mature from it. Obviously, you got to take it day by day. It's not like a you know, a next day or whatever healing thing. But you know, obviously, the mental health stuff, like, it has to be on point. You know, especially when it comes to sports. Like, something I have to make sure like it doesn't translate to is sports, because obviously mental health and sports can clash in a good way and or a bad way, but you always want to make sure like you just have a proper mental health, you know, when it comes to sports in school.
That's really it for real. Oh look. Yeah, bro. Another gem. T-Mula. Hard, bruh. So I'm really supposed to like, I listen to Afro swing like so much, like really supposed to live in the UK.
Show the camera one more time.
Huh?
Show the camera one more time.
T-Mula, let me show you. Everyone just wanted to hop on the McCarty wave, like out of nowhere. But McCarty by J Silva. McCarty and painting. But yeah, that's really it. I saw for like 15, then we go back. Sometimes I get like runs in with my teammates, you know, if they're available. But that's really it. Maybe here. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it really gets me in the zone. The Afro swing, like my piano, like getting the deep bag.
Yeah.
Deep bag, like pregame, my piano. 808's busting. Yeah, that was good. I'm still tapped in with underground though, like the Afro swing and my piano been busting lately.
Yeah.
Better than last year.
Nah, my piano's been crazy lately.
Better than last year, it's been hitting.
I don't know why it just got popular like over the past few months. But,
Yeah,
Jealousy, bro,
oh,
when I first
Jealousy.
heard that song, oh my goodness.
Nah, Jealousy, that's a demon song. Like, everyone does that song.
It's crazy though, cause I first heard that like last year.
Bro?
Yeah, like
I heard it. I heard it like this year. I ain't gonna lie.
That's why I was like, it's crazy that it just like got popular recently.
Yeah, bro, everyone's jacking it. I know it. My piano, that's the best for real. Yeah, my Olive. Episode 2. I don't know when that's gonna be. Like, but soon. Shall I go out here like this?
See, you can do whatever.